Right, welcome everyone to Mefisto versus Forbesy for the very, very crucial match that's going to decide who goes through to our big final game. We're here with Metalman and Irn Fox. How are you doing, lads?
Hello.
Hi.
Very excited for this one. That was a pretty crazy last game as well. The last few rounds were just absolutely mad. Me and Ant were screaming at the stream while watching it together. That was pretty good stuff. But now, moving on to this game. You can start, I think, Axe by, and we'll get the video rolling.
The video is rolling. Okay.
There we go. So yeah, Mefisto v Forbesy. Mefisto we've seen previously. He's a pretty strong player. Forbesy was like a real surprise this year. He's been, very, very surprising player. Very, very strong. Not really sure on his background when it comes to Hogs, really. But yeah, he's come through to really, really prove himself. This is going to be an interesting set of games. I think you've played against Forbesy, haven't you, Ant?
I have. I lost quite badly.
Yeah, very strong guy. I can hear myself quite loudly in the background, but I'll try and ignore it.
Have you still got the stream volume up? Because I've muted the stream, so I can't hear myself.
Yeah, you take over for a second. That should be muted, but it's not. Yeah. Come on, stop. There we go.
Yeah, I can't remember what the first map is. I've forgotten. That's
yep,
good.
so have I. We're about to find out. Let's see.
Yeah, nobody ever gave me the list. I have no idea what the maps are.
No, neither do I.
We're flying blind here, lads. Oh, graveyard shift. That's a nice start.
Okay, where is the other medic? Any high position is good for like opponent Moma here.
Yeah, it looks like he's down on the ground, I think. If I saw the numbers rightly. Yeah, there he is. So going to be the classic first turn medic on medic. Got to cancel out the guy that can cancel you out.
Yep. Pretty standard stuff to start, by the look of it.
How do we feel about this map, guy? Because I like Graveyard Shift, although I'm a little bit sad with the changes that have taken place, where you now, if you get stuck behind the wall, you're allowed to wall climb out. I feel like getting stuck behind there was a bit of a unique feature of the map that it's a bit sad to lose, personally.
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely the gimmick of the map that made the map worth playing.
Yeah, without it, it's just a bit too standard in my mind, really. But yeah, still a good one, I'd say.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same sort of way. Like, that was the whole thing of the map, and now that's gone, it just feels a bit standard. That was a great cluster, though.
Yeah, very nicely done. Speaking standard, pretty standard start. Trank the medic and then blast the grenadier with your grenadier. So what's Forbesy going to do now? Probably go for the grenadier that just blasted. Oh no, but he is body blocked,
nope.
So got to pick another target.
Who is he gonna pick though? Just the closest guy, I guess.
Yeah, it's often tricky in these situations. It's hard to maybe prioritise the best, but no, it just finds the exposed paratrooper on his own. He's going to hope for a decent cluster of his own.
So you're going to look to try and throw him in the water, maybe, with the hopefully get some knockback on it.
Yeah, possibly not.
Okay, that was pretty bad, and especially because the paratrooper can now deal huge damage to the grenadier. He can just drop a couple of jetpacks and just shoot somebody else with bazooka now.
Yeah, not super strong start there from Forbesy. He could have maybe even used the high explosive grenade to knock the paratrooper into the water for a bit of extra damage, but yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, I guess he's leaving him for scouts, maybe. Does he have any scouts? I don't remember the lineup at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to guess he is. He's probably just going to leave him to get poisoned.
Yeah, if you did 20 with that jetpack, he's left him on 17 health, so he's left him in good poison skip range.
Pretty nice shot there on an awkward spot on top of the tomb, and yeah, in perfect poison range now.
It is definitely good plan then.
This is interesting. He's going to put his own medic very close to the water there, which is pretty dangerous.
Well, I don't know. That water rarely is any issues.
Oh,
like if
get some on top of the tomb.
Okay, there was, I guess, some issues that was cut out, I guess.
Yeah, just saw the little crazy warp there. I guess there must have been some kind of lag problem, but yeah. Gets an unfortunate accidental body block there, so he couldn't finish off the medic or do any extra damage, but he's going to go for this dude on top of the hill and miss! Oh!
That definitely puts Mefisto ahead now.
Yeah, definitely a strong advantage. And now we're going to see the poison, I guess. Unless he's got another scout. I missed the lineup, so I was too excited about the start of the game, I'm afraid. No, it looks like he's going for it now.
I think Mefisto's only got the one scout. I think, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, we definitely should have made some notes before the game.
Yeah,
yeah, same here.
We were super prepared for this.
We were indeed. So he is poisoned, but that will be a couple of easy head jumps if he wants to cancel it out. Which it looks like he's going to do now. Yep, running straight over there.
Yeah, that's definitely fixable.
If he can get the right angle, he's, yep, just about right. One more.
Yeah, and even if there would be like only 5 seconds left after doing this, there is target right next to him, so it's not that bad. It was easy fix.
Yeah, thinking about his target, but just goes for the simple body block shot in the end as well, which is, yeah, not the worst idea, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to aim for the other cap, he wasn't today.
Yeah, he kind of had a tree in his way blocking his shot.
So now we see the turn of the sapper. Is he going to try and take out this medic early? Going for the safe route across to avoid water damage, just to get one little splash. No, okay, going for the paratrooper.
Yeah, I definitely would go for the medic here.
Yeah, why not? Just take him out in this turn, but no, if he's trying for bunching up, it's not going to work at this distance.
No, that's a fair old distance to go.
Yeah, not sure about this one. I think being a bit of a... Yeah, that's going to... Well, no, not quite. He might have got a little bit of a lucky slip, but no.
Forbesy coming off the tomb to get rid of the body block and, yeah, deal damage to the medic.
That's gonna be interesting shot. Not the easiest to do.
Yeah, definitely not. It'll be worth it if he can get it right, but it's going to be a very tricky angle. Shouldn't get any self-damage if it's going to land right on top of the tomb, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh! Blimey, absolute opposite. Gets 40 to himself and only 20 on the medic. That was a very, very crucially sort of gone wrong turn there for Forbesy. Deary me.
Funnily enough, it would have been possible to do straight shot with a mortar from that angle, but that probably would have been some self-damage as well.
Yeah,
Probably,
no matter which way you cut it, that was a risky shot.
Yeah, just needed a tiny bit more power. It did look maybe a little short, and yeah, but it was in the end.
Mefisto got the time to get the heal, and is he going to have time to body block as well? No, he decides not to.
Yeah, he does not want to for some reason.
Yeah, maybe leaving him because he's close to the water to try and capitalise on a bit of water damage without hurting his own guy. And that's maybe why he's leaving him exposed. But
I see now. The medic advantage would have turned because Grunt has lost Grenadier already.
I see.
That makes sense then.
Well, excellent tactical thinking if he's kept that in mind.
Yeah, if he's kept the MoMA reverse in mind, that's some brilliant foresight.
And getting rid of
the paratrooper before he uses all the jetpacks, also good idea.
And look at that angle as well. This could be some tasty water damage too. Mefisto's really showing his experience here. Nicely done. Forbesy with a plethora of targets now, but who do you go for? I think it's, well, take out that medic as soon as possible.
Yeah, poisoning the medic now is definitely a good option, but he focuses on double damage instead. It's not easy to do, and if he only gets one target, medic might heal it away anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this angle. Oh no, maybe he's pulled it off. God, he has beautifully actually. That was a bit of a... Oh, look at that!
Well, that was amazing.
Poison.
That was absolutely incredible there from Forbes. I really didn't expect that. Not sure he expected it either, but blimey, that was beautiful.
I don't think it is enough at this point, but it definitely helps.
It gives him a bit of a chance, I suppose. This is a risky jetpack, but no, he does get the explosion. But might have dropped into the water, but no. Looks like he's going to try and get the gunner out. We'll have to waste a bit of time running back over the wall, but yeah, now that you can wall climb back.
Not really, because he's right next to the wall where the climb happens anyway, so it's gonna take like 3 seconds more.
Oh, that is very true. He's right on the edge. And also, if you any pig that's going to fall behind here, the gunner is probably the best one to fall behind, because he can just still wail away with his long-range weapons, so yeah.
And that's exactly what Forbesy does. He chooses not, even though Forbesy can use the wall climb to get out, chooses not to, just to keep his gunner hidden back.
Short, yeah, slightly short mortar.
Yeah. It is very defensive position for gunner, so if he can make the shots, he definitely should stay there and just take cover of the wall.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to be quite nicely defended there, so ironically that's not worked out the best for Mefisto putting the gunner behind there. You're going to see the...
now.
Yeah, that is the right call.
Yeah, get rid of the medic.
Be interested to see the health bars at this point, but I do feel like Mefisto is pulling out an advantage.
I mean, he must be way ahead at this point. The bar should show soon, I bet, but we will see at that point then.
Yeah, Mefisto was basically a full team. Be a tricky one for Forbesy to pull back from here, I think.
Yeah, and Forbesy's only got 2 picks left, and is, I think, pretty quickly running out of options.
Oh yeah, look at that. Mefisto's absolutely rocketed ahead.
Yeah, that body block also failed badly, so that doesn't help him at all. Yeah, it's a good idea. The medic could have just probably dipped into the water on his own turn, but if he does it now, then it's a bit more safer. Yeah,
he's still got a good time to be able to just do it, not have to think about it later down the line, and still get damage done, so...
Just goes to show the experienced players, though, will keep that sort of thing in mind, get your pig down below skip range, so, yeah, sensible move from Mefisto there, and now with what's probably going to be a pretty nasty TNT if he can get some water damage, but no, just on the edge.
Yeah, but that scout will now stay on the edge because this gunner is the gunner next, and he's behind the wall.
And that must be medic gone now.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, with a clean 50. Oh. Nicely done.
Nice 50. Bit of a waste of a mortar, though, for a pig that only has 15 health.
Yeah, definitely. I would have wanted to use a bazooka, although at this stage it's difficult to see what Forbesy can really do to pull it back. So, yeah, slightly academic, but I do agree. Yeah, I would have wanted to save my mortars just in case. You never know.
Also here, I might personally go for high explosive. If this is very good, this might be better, but also... Yeah, this might happen, so the pig doesn't swim that much. It was very good damage overall anyway, so not that bad.
Yeah, it was a good solid class to leave him on 7 health.
Yeah, very nearly a kill, blimey. Well, Forbesy, not really much of a chance here, so I guess it doesn't really matter what he does, but he's got to pick some kind of target.
No, just in the Gren on 90, the Sapper on 120, both poison, but... I'm not seeing much Forbesy's going to be able to do to bring this back.
No,
yeah,
I think
there is no bringing this back. Even with body blocks on every turn and such, that's just impossible at this point.
Yep, just ticking down the turns now. So I guess that gives us a bit of a time to kind of reflect on the league so far. I think it's been a fascinating one. Been a lot of unexpected results, things like Forbesy coming out of nowhere. The veterans, Agra and Mefisto, really strengthening themselves too, proving themselves to be pretty top-tier players now. It's
yeah,
been an interesting one this Grunt summer. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good hit.
Yeah, nice hit from an awkward angle. Is Forbesy going to choose to fight on valiantly or just blow himself up and get ready for the next game? I think I'd want to just put this one out of my mind and move on, but...
yeah, look at those health numbers. There's just no way. Like, there's not even a chance for a skip there.
The blimp's coming over as well, but he just avoids it.
Yeah, but never giving up
wet shot.
Respectable.
Yeah, I like it when players, like, in my personal matches, even if I know I'm going to lose, I still won't give up on the match.
Yeah, I mean, you can practice your bazookas a bit, I suppose, reflect on life for a few seconds, at least kind of annoy your opponent while they wait to finish, give them the work to do, I suppose.
Or if you are very evil, just put down the controller and take a bathroom break.
Yes, very true.
I take the time to do some silly things and have a bit of a laugh. But Forbesy choosing to go on, which is respectable.
Yep.
But all Mefisto needs to do now is skip a turn and it's over.
Which he does. I thought you might launch a shrapnel behind there for a laugh or something, but no, just lets him die. And yeah, a super solid first map for Mefisto. That was, pretty scary performance, it must be said.
And I think that's the first map this entire league that Forbesy has dropped. I think he won all of his games 2-0 up to this point.
Yes, I think you're right, actually. The first loss for Forbesy, wow. But a worthy player to lose to, I think. Mefisto is an absolute beast, and we're seeing it there again. Yeah. So, on to the next map, everyone. Okay, moving on now to Cold Front. We've actually done our research and now know what the maps are going to be. So, trying to creep back some slight professionalism points here. This map's not my favourite to play, but it's one that's produced some pretty interesting games, I think. So, yeah, all to play for still, I'd say. Yeah,
and with this new ISO, they've removed the insta-kill zone as well. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, the one wall from the buildings has been removed, like one wall from both of the buildings, so it is impossible to instant kill pigs behind them anymore.
So I think if you want to start Axe Buy, we'll get this thing rolling. Looking at the lineups, Mefisto going for a very poison-heavy strategy here, which, is not the worst idea on this map.
Yeah, on this map, poison is definitely an option, but it's so annoying to move around that, I don't know, like, it's very difficult to pick good ranks for this map.
Yeah, the map is so sliding.
In my case, when I played against Aga, I went for a very gunner-heavy lineup. The idea was that I don't like the map. I didn't expect to get all that much out of it, so I wanted to get my sort of slightly lower classes out of the way early on, but they ended up being quite an asset. I feel like it's so slidey, and it's a little difficult to traverse this one, that actually going for long-range pigs isn't such a bad shout. So we'll see if the poison strat really works out, or whether a more explosive lineup would have been better.
Yeah, and that's what Forbesy's gone for, is the more explosive lineup. Both starting with a medic as well.
Yeah, one thing that scouts have going for them on this map is that they are so annoying trying to find if you don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That could play very nicely into Mefisto's hands. So this is really going to be a match of, can Forbesy out-damage the poison? Because if you're not going to use much poison yourself, you just got to deal big damage.
Yeah, like, there is not that much extra damage to be done. There is no mines, no water, so explosive damage is not as useful here as it could be on other maps. Like, this is definitely the map where a medic and grenadier combo could be useful. Use that combo on the previous map, so.
See Forbesy going for that standard medic on medic. Yeah, and on that point, actually, because the map's so slidey, things like bunching up are a little tricky to predict here, because people can just slide apart when you're intending to get them bunched up and things like that. So, yeah, all remains to be seen, just whether Forbesy's more damaging lineup is really going to pay off. But with that first turn advantage, we'll see.
See someone asking in chat if this is map 24. Yeah, it is. It's the same map with some buildings added to it.
I believe it's the beta version, which is a slightly different layout, but it would have been map 24 if they'd gone for it, but they didn't. So yeah, close enough anyway.
That's the regular TNT here.
Yeah, with a lucky slide, I suppose he could bunch that scout up with the chap at the bottom of the hill. Is that going to work? Yes, it is, actually, sort of. Oh, no, but the paratrooper moves now anyway, so...
Yeah, bunches up, but one of the pigs has their turn, so the bunch up disappears instantly.
Okay, he definitely wants to get the medicine dart here.
Yeah, which is a good move. Some pretty important crates on this map. There's also a self-heal somewhere as well, which is another handy one to go for.
Yeah, it's up on one of the hills, I believe. Now we see the moment breakup.
See if he's got time to do anything, because the sliding... Yeah, okay, he didn't get let down with the sliding there. Sometimes when the pigs slide for ages on this map, you can... Ooh! He lost his turn.
Oh, but... Okay, almost got the body block back, but not quite.
Yeah, it's a tricky one here with the jetpacks. You might want to bunch people up or knock them away, but when they slide and slide and slide, you lose a lot of time. But no, in the end, worked out pretty nicely there for Mefisto. Forbesy repaying the favour. He's going to dump all three on the scout here.
No, he's gonna get the health. That is the right move if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. If you can turn around and get a nice shot away, this would be a pretty handy little turn, because he'll save a jetpack for later too. Can he do it? Yes, just in time.
Yeah,
Looks a little short to me, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, that misses the shot, unfortunately, but does get the health, so it's not completely wasted. Does do a bit of damage with his jetpacks.
Yeah, definitely a little unfortunate there. Grabbing the health is almost the equivalent of doing damage, so it's a pretty decent turn overall, but that extra 40 would have been really, really important, I think. So,
yeah,
yeah,
I
definitely
mean,
not ideal.
Grabbing the health is definitely equal to doing some damage in that sense that if he didn't take the health and dropped one jetpack, basically he wouldn't have gotten it and opponent would have got it and got 10 HP back, so he would have in theory lost the same amount of HP that jetpack did.
Yeah. It's kind of the way I see crates. Even if the crate is useless to me, as it were, you still take it away from your opponent.
That's very true. Forbesy looking a little undecided on what he wants to do here. I think he really has to start damaging the medic, but kind of looked like he was attempting a bunching up opportunity with the TNT here. Going back to that original tactic, is it going to work?
I think there is a good chance of it working.
Yeah, it looks like just the right kind of placement, so we'll see.
Yeah. Needs to just go the other side of the building. It's going to slide back down. He does, slides back down to the medic. Sort of.
Like even a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's gone sort of the other side of the building, and buildings can be a little awkward in terms of getting predictable damage. So, yeah, a little too much sliding there. Should be able to capitalise, though.
Almost slid into the building.
Yeah, I thought he might have gone under the stairs or something. We haven't had a chance to have a look yet, but...
Yeah, but he will definitely take damage if TNT is put there, so... Like, it's not that bad. There is still a chance for a double damage.
Sniper rifle is a very nice weapon for a sapper to have. And that puts the orderly right into 25 health, so that'll be an easy skip with either a trotter or a knife or another poison. So yeah, Forbesy's medic looking a little vulnerable now, it must be said, as he takes a few seconds to decide what he wants to do. Pretty beefy targets all lined up, but who do you go for?
Okay, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, although the orderly will be able to cancel out the poisoned scout on his next turn. I don't think there's any way Forbesy can bring him down before then.
Okay, do we see the knife now? I'm pretty sure we are gonna see the knife now.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh no, going for poison.
Yeah, it makes sense. He would have left himself in pretty bad position with the knife.
Yeah, and he might even be able to get a double poison here if he gets the angle just right. A little bit risky, but... No, he does it. Very nice. Yeah, perfect timing. Very nicely managed. Down goes the medic. Yeah, Mefisto really showing some professionalism here. This is a pretty strong performance.
Yeah, he's definitely a very strong player. I have been playing some games against him, and he's not easy opponent to beat.
No, definitely not. I had a pretty meaty semi-final match against him in the last Grunt League. He's he's really come a long way though. He's always been a strong player, but this league he's really starting to show his mettle.
Because I played him in the group stage of the Winter League, and in his first sort of competitive games, and he was good then.
Interesting there. He tranked the Sapper. I wonder if he was actually wanting to trank this guy so that Forbesy would have had 2 skip turns in a row. Not that it matters enormously, but...
No, I don't know. This guy would have been way too far anyways.
It's just one of those things. It's very demoralising if you've got to sit there and then skip a turn and then skip another one from being tranked or whatever. It can be a little bit wearing when you just got to sit there and watch your team be picked apart. Double TNT damage, but he's probably going to damage his own guy just behind him there.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter that much. Extra damage to medic is a bit more valuable than extra damage to his own pick, so it's still worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true, actually. He puts the medic down to 48, so he'll be an easy skip with just a sniper rifle or something, and his Sapper's still pretty strong, so yeah, no, I think you're right, Fox, that was worth it overall. This paratrooper does have the medicine darts. I wonder if he'll want to heal his medic before the end of the turn.
Yeah, he definitely should. Just put them back together and heal the medic.
Yeah, looks like that's what he's going for. Very, very smart move.
Yeah, just accidentally hitting the enemy at this point, that would feel bad.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at that, but they had just enough distance that it worked out nicely. Yeah, very, very nice turn there from Mefisto. So what are Forbesy's options here, really?
Just dealing as much damage as possible. Not much other options.
Yeah, it's a very unhappy looking scout there. That's a nice neat 20 with his final jetpack.
Yep, gets the kill there.
Getting body block back to the medic, that was a really good move. Like, that really makes some trouble for Forbesy.
Yep, Pig's going through buildings again.
Yeah, just saw him warp through the stairs. Hogs, of course, being an immaculately programmed game.
This game's perfectly programmed.
Absolutely no flaws whatsoever.
I mean, it is the funniest way possible how the game works, so it is a success.
Indeed.
Saying this game works is a stretch.
Functions just about. Going for the Pickett's move there, the sort of close-range body block poison, gets it off nicely. The health bar's actually showing Forbesy with a bit of an advantage, which is understandable considering his more explosive lineup, but I think we're just going to start seeing these skip turns come into Mefisto's favour later on, but still to play for. Oh, now the shrapnel. This is going to be a big one.
That is slightly risky. I would just go for TNT here at the moment, but it is definitely a choice most players do.
Gets a nice 50 though.
Yeah, it worked. Worked well enough.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Fox. It's the shrapnels are amazing, but when you are kind of doing comfortably, why not just get a solid 50 with a TNT instead, rather than risking doing a mere 30? But no, he does get the 50, so it worked out nicely in the end. The risk was definitely worth it in the end, I'd say.
Yeah, usually for me it depends on the health. Like, that guy had 150, 3 TNTs is enough to finish him. I would just use 3 TNTs, not right next to each other, but at one point they would have been enough. But on the other hand, if a pig has like 120 or something, then I would just use a shrapnel, because there is chance for getting that extra 20 I need.
Yeah, that's true, and then you can take them out in 2 turns rather than 3. Cheeky little heal there. Yeah, Forbesy really needs to get this medic down as soon as possible, but those medicine darts are probably going to keep him alive for a few turns yet. Oh, and there's some... going for the trank's worth it, but yeah, that punching up could have been nicely exploited with a different class.
Yeah, but if he tranquilizes the correct sapper, okay, he slides away. It doesn't matter anymore, but they would have been punched up now.
Yeah, it's the trouble on this map. You just can't rely on them staying in one spot, and yeah, loses the opportunity to get some bunching up damage, but yeah, still, you got to use those tranks while you've got them.
Oh, he can still do it. If he can get the other sapper to slide on the exactly same position, that's definitely...
Goes for a slide with the sapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes time.
If he gets it just the right angle, he will replicate the same slide, the one that he just did himself as well, and yeah, get that bunching up back.
But that's gonna take a long time.
Oh, he's going too far. You can see him on the mini-map. Are they still going to be close enough for a bazooka to land between them? Oh, yeah, and an explosive barrel could come into it too, although at that range, a little hard to say. Oh, no, he does ignite it. No extra
damage from it, though.
Yeah, no extra damage from the barrel.
So what to do here? I think you just got to start damaging that medic. I mean, yes, Mefisto can heal, but really...
Slightly risky shot.
Oh, perfectly placed. Yeah, those buildings can be amazing defensive structures if you stand on top of them. But,
also,
no?
using the bazooka so close to the other peak, it might blow up in your face.
Yeah, very true. See more poison coming out here for Mefisto. A nice easy double set up for him right there, beautifully. Yeah, I think once these two are poisoned, it's going to start looking a little tricky for Forbesy. There's still a chance maybe, but he's going to have to do a lot of management trying to keep these guys either healthy or killing them at the right time, trying to prevent the skips. Just creates so much work for your opponent when you've got a full poison team.
Yeah, so it's every single pig of Forbesy is now poisoned.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's the power of double scout.
Yeah. Forbesy choosing to just kill the medic now.
Yeah, it is a good plan. You can get rid of your own star at the same time, so...
Yeah, just tries to go the same way as him, but a little bit to get that extra damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything to the medic, but if you land next to another enemy with that...
And the medic is stuck on the tree anyway, so he doesn't get the extra damage.
Oh, is he going to damage his own? Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Slides right next to his own pig.
That's so unlucky.
This is what we were talking about this map earlier, the fact that it's just so slidey.
Yeah,
and double TNT incoming.
Yeah, and just look at the bunching up potential there. Mefisto is just brutalising. Taking a bit of a walk, though, maybe looking for a decent escape route. But yeah, he wants to make this poison work, so...
Yeah, it's...
I'd want to go for maybe double damage with the grenade launcher, and then you do 30 on both, and that would put the one on 31 down into skip range, although I'm not sure if he's next or not.
Yeah, it depends. Since this guy is going first, it would have been not a good idea, because he could have just done that one head jump.
Yeah, Mefisto clearly keeping track of the turn order better than I am. That was, a good point there from Fox.
Yeah, I would have still slapped TNT there. Yeah, you are skipping out of one skip turn, but the damage is just so good that it's worth it for me.
Yeah, it would have been what? Basically 100 damage across two picks.
Yeah, potentially more if they'd landed together as well. So yeah, maybe it would have been worth just going for the big beefy damage.
Yeah.
Not quite the double there.
No, unfortunately misses his double. Mefisto still got a full health sapper. I've just noticed.
Full health, crikey, and he still has the medicine dart with his paratrooper to make use of as well. Is he going to do that now, or is he just going to go for the skip? Yep, goes for the skip.
Yeah.
This definitely works.
Yeah, Mefisto keeping very good track of the turn order, better than I ever can.
Yeah, it's one of those things you've got to learn if you're going to pull ahead in the Hogs leagues. Get used to those poison tactics. And yeah, Mefisto making amazing use of them here. Getting a nice defensive position on top of the building. I really like this. And yeah, I think we're just going to see him pick the opponent's part slowly. And just let these skips keep rolling in.
Yeah, and shooting the more powerful target here. This paratrooper does have not much weaponry left, so...
No, I mean, there's some bits and pieces up on the hill that he could get. There's a self-heal. Not easy to get, but if he knows the skip, he could jump up there and heal himself. But no, just opting to stay down here, body block and do some damage.
He did show the scout's health, and I think that was a mistake. If Mefisto didn't know the scout's health, he definitely knows it now.
Oh, and here comes the next one.
Yep, that's a skip.
Yes, another one of those little details. You've got to try and conceal the health of your scouts. One of their great advantages is that the health is hidden from the enemy. But no, Mefisto knew exactly what to do to get the next skip there. Wow, what a performance it's been.
I'm pretty sure he was planning that anyway, so he most likely knew the health. Like, probably showing the health didn't change anything, but it is still something that you might want to avoid at times.
Yeah, certainly good practice to get into at the very least. Going for the heal on the scout. Yeah, this is pretty much, once again, sewn up quite early, I think, for Mefisto. It's been an amazing performance. I think Forbesy's done a great effort, but just been outclassed. Oh, and he hits the tree as well!
Gets self-damage.
Well, it didn't change anything at this point, but that's definitely game over now.
No, there was just way too much health in the game on Mefisto's side to deal with. Even if he hadn't been poisoned.
Just one of those sad things, isn't it? Even at the final sort of turn, you just want to at least get some kind of clean kill, and then a mistake like that is it can be quite embarrassing sometimes. But I'd say Forbesy overall has got nothing to be embarrassed about of his performance through the whole league. It's been great, but just completely outclassed by Mefisto, who was really on fire in that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Mefisto takes it 2-0.
And our finalists are now decided, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is Aga and Mefisto in the final.
I have to say, from the start of the league, I kind of had an idea it might be that, but I mean, it's certainly not been easy for either of them the whole way through. So, yeah, you can definitely see they've matured, learned a lot since the last league, and it's going to be a pretty crazy final. I really don't know how I could possibly call it. The two guys are very evenly matched, both very strong. Yeah, going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun. And GG's to all four players who played in these semi-finals as well, actually. All four of them played good games.
Yeah, very worthy finalists, all of them. And I think with that, we can pretty much wrap up and look forward to a pretty juicy final. Any final thoughts from you two lads?
Good game.
Can't think of anything. I just in Pekka's in chat going, when final? Don't know.
Yeah, if anyone does know, slap it in chat. But in the meantime, thanks a lot for watching, guys. It was a pretty insane pair of games. One for being so closely matched, and the other for just seeing one player really at the top of his game. So, yeah, congrats to everyone, and look forward to seeing you all very soon.